the people I usually play with, they didn't have any time today, so you just have to put up with just me. Hold on there.
over there?
Yeah.
Well, we might have a next act. I'm not sure. It says there's a guy named Jason Hall next.
Jason.
What?
You can't introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jason, my wonderful co-MC, is a member of the Palomar Poets. He does international studies and political science major. You major in political science? Dude. And he's actually transferring into the upper division in the fall. What school is it again?
UCSD.
UCSD. Jason started writing poetry in high school and has performed at open mics, rallies, poetry slams, and various other competitions. He has published in the America Burning, which is the Libro Cantonero. I believe it's a part of our raffle. And he has worked on the forthcoming. Oh, he's working on the forthcoming 2012 Rivera Literary Magazine. If you don't know anything about the Rivera, it's something that the English majors do, where it's flash fiction, poetry, short stories.
It's its own class. It's not specifically in the English. It's run by the English department, but it's a magazine. It's separate from. You don't have to be an English major to be a part of it. But Jason, he made it into the Rivera. So
it's wonderful.
It's a big. It has a $10,000 budget, so it's a big deal.
All right, so Hall.
This poem is about a little bit of struggle that happens across cultures, across what I perceive as an open culture to a very, very struggling culture right south, an hour away, border between us and Mexico. This poem's called Borderlines. Halves of weakened pairs sleep underneath that sky of stars. They could dream to become a painting, but they lost connection to life. Tools of animals and man are just scattered around the scene, and the little boy waits for me. He waits under those graffiti markings fresh from the pallets of El Salvatrucha. He imagines a vibrant life unknown to these forbidden rocks, one where there is no blood dried in the city, no pretty women drowning in water, no trumpeting armies of child soldiers crusading sobre los calles de las ciudades like they were some kind of mafia light but shaded gray with no texture. They are the landscape that is ripping this painting apart. And does he only want to escape from becoming the next one, smiling wide with no fear in those eyes, escondido en los restaurantes muertos? He waits in the scenery, but why was he waiting to be taken out of it? What would become of the blooming flowers? They will wait unnoticed underneath that portrait's white sky, while America just sits and laughs in ignorance. His painting is beyond the borderlines. People are crying inside their doors. Men start firing 11 hot bullets into the center of one of those pairs. Entonces, ellos sueltan todo. This kid sits and waits for me. And there are more boots on the border than ever before. More dying by suffocation in the trunk. Fencing is replaced by the wall every day. Handcuffs and pepper spray weaken the tack holes that hold up the painting that never was. That boy thinks I can help. But separations between us are drifting into view. More stories of kidnappings yesterday. Alien is the only word America hears. The home of the brave, but it isn't brave in that face of that little boy. It gets all high and mighty and ruffles its eagle tail feathers to get rid of anything like him or his painting. America's the country that sends fighters that don't speak the language to fight for power instead of integrity. Merciless men that don't understand that what the child's country needs is more colors than red sprayed over black and white. People on the other side don't get fair treatment. But they are inside that painting, waiting for someone like me to say, wait on war. Waiting for arms to be opened instead of being closed, waits for both sides of the border to be treated like an open door. Come inside the painting instead of passing right by. Mend the papered over edges. Put some water on the flowers. And make that little boy stand tall between the green and the brown. Beside two pairs thriving upon our dreams.
Our next performer is Cristiano Velasquez. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Cristino.
Cristino. Okay, Cristino. Christina is a poet of Chicano and Tlingit.
Tlingit.
They spelled it wrong.